What's going on, everyone? Well, I know in the last video I said I was going to talk about two more Puppet Master films, but I can't find them right now. So that's going to be on hold. So now we're going to do 15 films from Full Moon. Well, this one was distributed by done by Big City Pictures, which is an offshoot of Full Moon from Charles Band. Charles Band produced this film. We're going to talk about one of their slashers that Charles Band helped produce, Killjoy. So it was released by Big City Pictures and distributed by Full Moon sometime in the year 2000. It was produced by Charles Band, written by Carl Washington, and directed by Craig Ross, who's done other like more indie thrillers like Blue Hill Avenue, Motives, Ride or Die, Mansfield 12, things like that. Had a budget of around $150,000. Now, Killjoy is a clown demon. Summoned through the most ridiculous summoning sequence I've ever seen, where you're in a circle and you basically pick up a Killjoy doll and you say Killjoy come alive, Killjoy come alive over and over again. He eventually will, but he takes over you and he basically will um will help you fight off whoever and stuff like that. So you meet the main characters and stuff like that. There's this young, nerdy high school guy who has a crush on a girl who is actually seeing someone else, and yeah, finds it kind of weird. And then him and his gang basically peck on him and threaten him and everything. So he summons Killjoy to take care of them. So in the hood, um, Killjoy's ice cream truck drives around, and the gang members feel like they want some ice cream, so they go out to the ice cream truck, and this really tall, weird clown is in the ice cream truck and basically asks them to come into his domain. And then they're like, oh, okay, let's go in the ice cream. And then they go in the back to get some, and it teleports them to Killjoy's realm, which is basically a warehouse, sort of funhouse sort of thing. And there's two sets of doors. Looks almost like a cheap set of Saw, and they walk through them, and Killjoy picks them off one by one in inventive ways. This film is sort of like The Mask meets A Nightmare on Elm Street sort of style, but done in a low budget way. It is very humorous. It's so bad it's good type deal, and there's some cool little shots and stuff like that. For the most part, like well, there's one part where one of the gang members shoots him, and Killjoy absorbs the bullets and spits them out in the same velocity as a gun towards him. That was a cool kill. There's another one where a guy runs into the main girl and basically ends up burning alive, which is actually, it's really cheap CG in this, and it looks really outdated now, but it's still fun. And yeah, there's tons of plot holes in this film though. Because especially near the end, it seems like they kind of just didn't know where to go. So once Killjoy takes care of those, some of them escape, and they get out, and they try to come back to they need to realize they need to come to the real world, and that Killjoy is still around in it with his goons who actually become undead zombies. And yeah, so they go and they find a way back, and they end up in the room where the kid held the seance, where the main way you kill Killjoy in the film is you're supposed to like destroy the doll. And so they attempt to, and it ends up being like Killjoy manipulates their mind, saying that they're like basically gets the kid who's being bullied and pretends to be him, and then they end up stabbing the doll, and then they get teleported back to the room, and it goes on. Um, they think everything's fine. They go out for drinks and stuff, and Killjoy's there apparently, and then all of a sudden it cuts to a random sex dream sequence, and where Killjoy's under the covers, and it goes to the credits. It's very abrupt and random. It's very weird. I did not like the last like 20 minutes of this film. It was very random and quick, and they needed to piece it together pretty quick. They probably only shot in like a week. So, but yeah, but for what it had a cool idea, a cool premise. It had like almost like a Pennywise mixed with a Nightmare on Elm Street and the Mask sort of type deals. There's some cool shots in it too. Like there's one part where they put like the camera perfectly in line with the guy's Pennywise or Killjoy's arm, and he has a fake hand, but it looks like a real hand for a second. Then he puts it, and it's actually a fake plastic hand and stuff. And yeah, some of the kills are interesting and fun. I kind of wish there was more, and definitely did not care about any of the characters. It was very like mishmash type of film, but it's one of those films where it's so bad, it's so entertaining to watch and funny and stuff. So yeah, but it's still not that good, obviously. Most of it you can find in bargain bins and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's crazy how this one film, well, the first two are sort of like non-canon anymore, but they produced like another three after those two, and now he's like a big part of the Full Moon family. So it's crazy how they managed to save the character and stuff. But that's a story for a different time. Killjoy 1, though, I'm going to give this one 1.5 out of 5. It was pretty convoluted. There's no fair continuity, tons of continuity issues and stuff. And yeah, and it was just really random and weird. But it is stupid, but entertaining. Just like Scary Movie and stuff. So yeah, with that, Killjoy, you should check it out if you like cheesy slashers and stuff like that. You might find this one interesting and stuff. So, and you can find it in most Full Moon box sets and stuff like that. So yeah, all right. Well, there's a trailer link down below though if you want to check it out. If you haven't heard of it and you want to see what I'm talking about, it's linked down below. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram where I was post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my Instagram story. Pretty much all the time. I usually have the film title and a hashtag and the subgenre I'm filming it in case you're aware. Like if you don't like slashers, I'll put it's a slasher film so you're aware of it and stuff. But if you're interested in seeing what I'm going to talk about next, make sure you follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you've seen it. Also, what's your favorite Killjoy movie? I'd love to hear your opinions if you have one. And what's your favorite Full Moon film release? I'd love to hear what you have to say about them. Maybe check some of those ones out. Also, if you have any films at all that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. And with that, make sure you subscribe because I think I'm going to dive into a few more Killjoy films as well. Hopefully I don't lose them like the other two Puppet Master films. But yeah, because now this is the 15 Full Moon feature sets of reviews back to back. So yeah, I'm probably going to continue on with it because I'm curious to see how the other ones roll out. So till the next one, I guess I'll see you all later. Cheers.